What up? Quinn here. Today, as you can see from the description, I'm going to teach you how to manual. Now, there is one major reason why I'm making this video is because I always see people do the same mistakes, but the three main pieces of how to manual properly. So, let's get that going. Alright, so first things first, when you're learning a manual, you're going to want to have two major things down. You're going to want to know how to pull up properly and how to bail properly. So, first of all, the pull up, a lot of people when they first try to pull up on their bikes, when they first get them, they're going to try to do something like this, and you're not going to go very high. The proper way to pull up is you got to really bring your weight backwards, lean, bend your knees, and keep your arms straight. That way, you can pull up to here, and that will lock you into your manual. So that's the first thing you need to know. If you can't do that, you can't manual. So just practice that, and then come back to watch the rest of this video, however long it's going to be. But really get in the mood of sort of pulling up properly, because I know a lot of you can't, but you can definitely do it like within half an hour. It's not hard. And then the second thing, you want to make sure you know how to bail properly. So when you're in a manual, there's either two ways you're gonna end up bailing. One is the easy way, or the lucky way, where you just fall forward like that. The second one is where you're gonna have to jump off the back. Now, if you can't do that, I wouldn't even suggest trying manuals, because that's how you hurt yourself, and then you're gonna be turned off the track, you're not gonna do it anymore, and that's not cool. So, the way to do that, what you need to practice, now this is also, I'm probably gonna be making a bunny hop video probably within a week, so you'll see that. This trick is actually gonna help with your bunny hops too if you practice this. So what you wanna do is you wanna go like you're about to do a bunny hop if you know how to, or just pull up as high as you possibly can and jump right off the back of your bike, just like this. And that way, it's gonna get you in the habit, so as soon as you do fall off the back, which will happen on a manual, you'll be able to stand your ground and you won't fall over, which will be nice as long as you don't eat it. So when you're actually doing a manual, this is what it should look like. You hold your manual, all of a sudden you fall off the back, and you just jump off the back like that, and you should be fine. So one more time just to show you. You fall off the back. And just keep practicing that, and you can go on and learn the rest of the manual. Alright, so there are three main ideas, or not ideas, I guess, ways of what you want to do when you're doing a manual to make it better. And there's pretty much the three main reasons people have trouble with manuals. And it's kind of frustrating seeing me when I see someone who can do all these things like 180 stuff, but they can't do manuals. Because manual is something, if you learn properly, you can do before you even learn the bunny hop, really, pretty well too. So the three main parts, number one is you want to lean back. So most people try to do a manual like right here. You need to get really far back, make sure your arms are completely straight, and that way you know you're only going to be able to control with your legs. You don't need to worry about your arms moving. Second thing is you're going to want to put your butt over or your hips over, probably aligned at the back of your bike, maybe around your back part of your wheel or your peg. Depends on how tall you are. And another part would be bending your legs. So that's also a problem people have. They try to straighten their legs and they can't keep balance. So I'll just go through each step one at a time. Okay, so the first part was keeping your arms straight. So that means when you're here, you don't want to be trying a manual with your arms bent. That's going to stop you because your arms aren't as stable as your legs are, and it's going to be harder to control. So when I see you say you want to do a manual, you want to have your arms completely straight as possible and make your legs do all the work, because your legs are stronger. You'll be able to balance longer. That's why you stand up and you walk on your legs. You don't walk or stand up on your hands because you're not as strong. So when you're doing your manual, it should look more like this. Keep your arms as straight as possible. That way you're keeping your legs in power. Alright, so the second part you want to worry about, this is probably one of the biggest, out of the three I'd say probably the biggest part of it, would be bend your butt or your hips really far back, like as far as possible. Some people think they're going far, like I'll be teaching someone, and really they're going nowhere. So when I say back, I don't mean like this back. I mean, I want to see you back here. That's where you can generate all your balance, and your butt is keeping your legs in power, so you can balance better with your legs. Now I'm kind of repeating all the same stuff, but that's just because that's how simple this material is. So really, get your butt as far back as possible. If it helps film yourself, there are flies all over me right now, and I'm trying to keep filming this video. I'm out here doing this for you guys right now. We out here, flies everywhere. You probably can't even see them with the fish eye. Anyways, so what I really want to emphasize is how far back. Get a friend, I don't care who, get your phone, just start filming. Look at where your butt is. Most people try to do manual probably around like here, and it doesn't work, they can't hold it. You gotta get as low as possible to about here and far back. Just doing this will help practice because your arms are straight, your legs are bent, my shin is bleeding, and your butt will be way far back. Zoom in on that, that just happened. That's why you need to get new pedals that actually have grip. So, as far back as possible and as low as possible, and you'll be able to manual. Alright, so the last part would be bending your knees. This is probably the least important because when you bike and try to balance, you automatically do that. But basically, once you get in the mood, or not in the mood, in the habit, I guess, of bringing your butt back and keeping your arms straight, you automatically make sure your legs are really bent. If you try to straighten them out like this, I mean, that's possible. It'd be much harder though, so always try to keep your legs bent. And I guess those would be the 3 major steps. So I know I've already shown you some examples. I'll show you some more now, just a couple clips of me doing manual. Flies in my face. Camera's pointed over there.
How do I stop recording this?
Red button.
Swag.
Ah! Alright, so that concludes our video on how to manual. Hopefully you learned something. Obviously, I'm not that good at them yet. I just figured I have a few pointers that usually are able to help people out. We should have as I said already, a bunny hop video maybe next week. There's still flies all over me, and they're everywhere. But besides that, yeah, I hope you learned something from it. And I guess I'll see you next video. Peace.